give it up for Clint Nohr, everybody.
How about that, huh? That was a good intro, wasn't it? Wasn't bad, huh? I like my intro. I did a show not long ago, and they brought up the comedian before me, and they were like, this next comedian is a friend of the show. And he got done, whatever. And then they were to bring me on stage. They're like, this next comedian sent us an email. He's a Facebook friend of the show, I guess. Sit back. We'll gamble on this stranger. It was interesting. That was a storytelling show, too. I was told it was a storytelling show at first. I got to the show, that same show, and they said, oh, no, it's not a storytelling show. We switched the format. Just a regular comedy show now. I was like, all right. I'll just bottle everything back up. I left out a good chunk of that. All right, I'll tell you, I'll launch into this, I guess. By the way, the energy in this room is, it's honest. I mean, to a fault, you know, really, fake it if you have to. I'm very sensitive. I was born, I have a chronic pulmonary condition. I was born with cystic fibrosis, right? I don't know what you know about that. I don't have time to explain it right now. It's just, know that it's a pulmonary disease. It affects the lungs, it affects the pancreas, and it affects this story, mostly. All right? Those are the 3 things you need to know, all right? It's not a big deal. I'm here now. It's fine. I had a pretty mild case. In the 80s, when I was a kid, the life expectancy was very, very low. All right, so I just had that building over my head. So just, you know, normal kid stuff. My parents didn't really treat me like I was sick. I played soccer, and I thought about death all the time. Just kid shit, you know what I mean. Like I said, there's a really religious family, and I played with their kids. They were the ones that really reminded me all the time. I don't know if you know this about religious people. I was in South Carolina, by the way, that's where I grew up. If you don't know this about religious people in the South, they love telling you what's going to happen when you die, all right? It's a major selling point. That's how they get Jesus into you. Which didn't really work. My parents aren't religious either, so I would just go home going, you got to hear what these people are saying. We're fucked. Didn't really sell me on the church, but it did just create a lot of anxiety. So there I am, just a stressed out kid. And it's fine. When I was a teenager, I started drinking heavily, right? That worked in 2 ways for me. You don't know where this is going at all. This person's going to be really disappointed at the end of this. I started drinking, which worked in 2 different ways for me. One, it helped alleviate a lot of the anxiety, right? And the other thing was I was very terrified of mortified at the thought of my identity just being a sick kid. So I thought, if I just drunk, that's better. Right, and it worked, sort of. I was an alcoholic as much as you can be at that age, right? And then, I don't know, so when I got out of high school, this is when it gets good, you know, I got into drugs pretty heavy. You know, for me it was almost calculated, you know, it sounds weird. I knew I wanted to, this is when the fun's going to start, in high school, you know. I was still thinking about my death, still thinking about I'm going to die in my 20s, you know what I mean? I was still going to burn it out quick. I made a bucket list when I was 20 years old, right? Which I guess is very common, you know. I wanted to try things and live life. I wanted to try things like stand-up comedy. That worked out, huh? It's a free show, still some of you look pissed. Yeah. I wanted to try other things too, you know. As I mentioned, I wanted to try cocaine and heroin, right? Yeah, who's wooing for that? Here's the joke, the punchline, which obviously I'll get to. Fast forward 10 years, 30 years old, new bucket list. Probably stop doing, fuck. All right. The joke is I didn't die, all right? The whole thing is I wasn't prepared to live, and I don't prepare for anything. I wasn't prepared for this set. New bucket list at 30 years old, I gotta stop doing cocaine and heroin, right? Which I did, but in that 10 years, that's when all the fun happened. That's one of the stories, I guess. Right now, you're getting the less self-indulgent version. I'd be happy to tell you, fill you in on the details after the fact. This whole time I thought I was healthy too, because I didn't smoke. I said, oh, well, I got a lung problem, I can't smoke, I wavered in the mid-2000s, I started smoking crack. I started smoking crack with a guy named Jeff, and Jeff lived in a shed. And a lot of people look at me when I talk about this, and they go, no, that's just comedy, nobody lives in a shed. But no, Jeff lived in that shed. And I know, because I fell in hard times, and I had to move in with him. So we're two crackheads in a shed. And we're blaming the outside world. I can't catch a break, man. Maybe it's the economy. Am I painting this picture correctly? Not only am I living in a shed, I'm living in a shed with a roommate. I don't know how much you guys can relate to this, but my girlfriend at the time kicked me out. I had one bill to pay, Netflix. Couldn't swing it. Off to the shed you go. And in the Southeast, and many places on the East Coast, we have hurricane parties. If you don't know what that is, it's when the storm is coming towards your town, work and school is canceled. What do you do the night before? Naturally, you throw down, right? And here's who you will never meet at a hurricane party: a fucking homeowner. It's more of a renter shindig, if I do say so myself. Pretty sure I outlived Jeff, but who knows? I got sober. I got on a medication in 2011 for my CF. It kind of changed. It was a life changer for me. It was like really a big thing. Still fucking up. I got sober not long after that. But not before that. It got worse. You would think that the shed thing would be rock bottom, but not even close. I worked at a Chik-Fil-A in Mississippi. Those are dark times. That's making bigot chicken. That's Mississippi. That's where Chick-fil-A can be its own true self, all right? I like when I talk about this, I can talk about being a derelict for 10 years, and people go, okay, but when I talk about working at Chick-fil-A, they're like, where are your morals? The fucked up thing is they fired me, all right? Thank God for drugs. I'd still be there. I've carved out a pretty nice life for myself. I got sober. This is, like I said, this is scattered, but I'll leave. I still have addict behavior, of course, Still self-medicate out there. I've had about 18 flu shots this year. I'm trying to start the flu shot challenge. Trying to fight clinical depression with Red Bull. I'm still sad, but my blood is almost candy. So. I'm not sure what the doctors have to say about that. I'm old now. I'm getting up there. I don't want to tell you how old I am. I'll give you a hint. The other day I was feeling really good. I was in a good mood for no reason. I couldn't figure out why. And then I remembered like an hour before I had taken a Tylenol. That's end of the line. That's up there. That's 38, by the way. That is the age, the exact age. I think I'm done. All right, bye.